Hello everyone. So this is actually a couple of requests from some of you. Some of the products that you'll see is in response to some answers to some of your questions, and some of the others is just products that I absolutely love that I believe are perfect for this spring. So one of the first things that I wanted to show you guys that I always use for my tutorials that I absolutely cannot live without is my Smashbox Photo Finish and primer. And this, I have dry face, so this product for oily skin might not be the best thing to use. Some people say that it feels greasy. To me, it just feels velvet. It tends to fall off my face when, you know, powdery stuff. Since you just kind of have a lot of fallout because my skin's so dry, nothing really sticks. So for me, this is like absolutely a lifesaver. Another thing that I recently purchased, I'm not a huge fan of MAC foundations or MAC press powders, but I got this at the store a couple of weeks back and I like it. This is their new powder. It's called Studio Care Blend Press Powder. I'm not a big fan of heavy coverage, so for me this worked out fine. But and it's not expensive compared to other MAC products, like a lip liner that goes for $14. This was actually, I believe, either 20 or 25, and it lasts a long time. Although, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of MAC foundations. I've had people in the past told me that when they use MAC for a prolonged period of time, they break out. I don't know if it's actually using the same sponge, that they're not washing their brushes, so I can't just blame it on the product. But I've heard that consistently. So this is another one. This is just my to-go powder when I'm in a rush and I just need something to cover up and go, because I do have a lot of freckles. I don't hate them, but I do sometimes want to have sort of like a clean look, and this helps kind of hide them out a little bit. Another thing that I love is this Urban Decay cheek stain. And the shade that I'm showing you is called Quakey. There you go. It's very pink, but it goes on so light. It's the sort of product that you will just kind of build up as much as you want. It's sort of like a Barbie pink, but as you can see, it sort of disappears in the skin, and then you can just build up as you want. I've used it in some of the tutorials and I love it. I also love, this is one of my favorite shades of cheek tint ever. It's the MAC Virgin Isle, and this is one of the Peacock limited editions. So I don't know how many of these are still available. I actually had to go to the store probably 4 or 5 times to get it. I don't have a MAC counter store close by. I have to go travel like 35 miles to the closest mall that would have a standalone MAC store, so I would have to go back to the department store to try to get it, and they were out consistently. So anyways, but this is wonderful. It's more of kind of a coral stain, and this actually is not as sheer as the Urban Decay one, but I mean, so you have to be a little bit more careful with the application, but still it's something that is totally buildable. So I don't know if you can see it better, maybe if I put it farther back. And okay, one of the things that I had to get, that I love, is the Smashbox Style Files collection. This is totally worth the money. I think it was probably $59 when I got it, but it has so much good stuff in here. I'm not particularly fond of the cream liners, and you'll probably, if you have it, you might agree with me. They don't have a lot of staying powder. It tend to run. I do have all of this. This makeup right now is done with this collection. And yeah, the cream liners for base cream shadows are not so bad. And then again, I have dry eyes, so if you have oily lids, then this is definitely not good for you. They tend to crease a little bit, and they don't have, you know, they don't stay a long time unless you kind of use a whole lot of primer and setting spray or setting powder or something to keep it there. I do recommend, if you do have oily lids, to just kind of apply some face powder on top of your lids, even, or a primer. You know, better a primer, but if you don't have a primer, then use just some sort of face powder, just so that this will actually hold in the cream liners. Now the pencil liners are great. They come in two colors, in brown and black, and this is a great purchase. And the next thing that comes in the collection is the shadow palette, and this is gorgeous. I was gonna say, one of the questions that was, what brand is better? Is it Urban Decay or MAC or Smashbox or Makeup Forever? I have certain things, as you could probably tell, that I like of each thing. But I would have to say Smashbox and Urban Decay eyeshadows are my favorite ever. I love them. And one of the things I love about this palette is that it has matte colors in it. This is something that I really do appreciate, because, I don't know if you can see it from up here. There's this taupe, medium taupe, that I haven't been able to find in any other collection. This one right here. Good grief, light is strong. Okay, I don't know if you can see it better. There you go. It has 3 shimmery colors, but this one is gorgeous. I love it. I love this peach. This peach is great. Oh, there you go. And it's very pink, but it goes on really smooth. And you, again, this is something that you want to build up if you want more intensity. Now, finally is the lip and cheek palette. I'm not crazy about the lip glosses. They are very sheer. Don't let this color fool you. It is not this corally. And of course the champagne color is nice. But overall, even if it was just for the shadows, it's very much worth it. And I love the blushes here. The blushes are great. Also, they come in this peach and this shimmery bronze. And the cool thing about this collection is that comes with the little booklet, and all of the looks are very achievable. I have tried them all, and they work really nice. However, you know, you do have to keep in mind your eye shape and your face shape and all of that before you do them. But last but not least, my MAC Prep and Prime. This was my latest purchase. This is awesome. Setting powder. Ever since I got it, I don't do a tutorial without it. I had a sample that I tried in a photo shoot that we did a couple weeks ago, and it worked in all of the models. Some of them were very fair skin, some of them were really dark skin, and you couldn't tell. All it did, it was just kind of mattify it and made it photo ready. So this is wonderful powder. Like I said, this is just my opinion, so if you disagree, I completely understand. And like I said, I don't prefer any brand to another. There are certain things that I absolutely love about, oh, and about this powder too. There's one by Makeup Forever that is just as good, although it is a little bit pricier. I think they had at one point at Sephora, they had a special. I don't know if it's still on, but anyways, I got this with a gift card, so it was free. So thanks so much, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a wonderful day.